Yeah, so I'm increasing my tithes to $20 a week, and I'm hoping that this job can get back to me. I just received a message like 30 minutes ago because I really want to start working again. I want to attempt to obtain this car. And guys, when I get that, I'm finally reached the mountain. You know, when I pay back my mother, I'll finally reach the mountain. But if you wanna, you don't take advice from me. Don't take advice from anything I say. If you really want to change your life, and listen when I say this, if you really want to change your life, listen to your pastor. All right, listen to your pastor, and that can be. I find that your local, less renowned pastor is better because sometimes ones with a little more influence, they tend to say whatever to keep popularity. But just to throw this in here, Rick Warren so far is one of my favorite pastors. Check him out, Rick Warren. Where what I look for in a pastor, and the pastor that I go to, he's great because I want to listen to his sermon that passed this Sabbath. I'm not going to disclose the church I go to, but what I look for, now I will put Rick Warren over my pastor, my physical pastor, because I feel like he didn't want to really do it, but he gave in to Black History Month at our church, and I feel like we need to stop bringing. I'm gonna talk about this at the conference. We need to stop bringing up race in the news during worship. Now, it is a predominantly black church, but I don't feel like it's making things better. Constantly reminding people what's going on that's bad and a status that I don't believe in myself. I don't believe I'm inferior to nobody. But you keep consuming that garbage, you will think that one group is better than you, and that's not that you shouldn't think like that. But I put Rick Warren over my physical pastor, like I said, because with his message, he believes like me that we're all just one. And unfortunately, there are pastors of all races that misinterpret the Bible. Al Sharpton is one. I don't think he is a practicing Christian as of now. I don't think he's more of a political commentator than a pastor. But Al Sharpton and the late Jesse Jackson are not men of God. Well, excuse me, he was not a man of God, past tense, because him and Al Sharpton have divided the races. As long as his career as a political activist has existed, he has done whatever he could. He has done whatever he could do to divide the races. Constantly emphasizing cases of whites doing things to blacks. And Jesse Jackson himself said that if it was a group of white kids following him, like walking behind him at 3 o'clock in the morning, he would feel more safer if it was black kids. But this man has made a living. He made a living off of the struggle of the very people that he claims to care about. But as a man of God, you're not supposed to divide the races. It identify whatever transgression that person did as evil. Don't look at their race. But there are unfortunately pastors that misinterpret the Bible and do what they can to divide us as people. Jeff Warrens is not a Christian. He is a Mormon, but he had racist beliefs that come from the Bible. He claimed that black people were doing the devil's work, and they are. I think he was trying to quote the whole curse of Ham quote in the Bible. The whole well, not quote, but the story of the curse of him, like he was trying to use that as a reason why uh, dark skinned people exist. And I think a lot of people misinterpret that story too much. It's you know, the Hebrew Israelites, they're not Christians, but their whole philosophy, their whole movement has come from the Bible. Like the so I don't call them Christians, obviously, but their their doctrines come from the King James Bible, and they extremely misinterpret the Bible. I'm gonna say this again. I don't believe God wants us to hate one another at all. Okay, yeah, there are differences amongst each other. We live in different countries, but I don't think He wants us to hate each other. I know He doesn't want us to hate each other. I know for a fact that He doesn't. But stay away from any pastor who promotes division amongst races, because that right there is a sign that they're not men of God. They have another agenda going on right there.